Hello and welcome, everyone. You're listening to the Crack Podcast. How you getting on? Yeah, I'm back for another episode. Now, I'm going to be as fast as I can because I've got under 30 minutes before my dinner's ready. All right, that's what we're up against here. So I've got my dinner in the oven. I'm having a very sad Chinese, one of those not instant meals, ready-made meal. You get it in Tesco and it's like, microwave it. We don't have a microwave. So you do it in the oven. So that's what I'm having. Chicken curry and salt and pepper chips. Yeah, so it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be rough. So I'll be fast. Right. Well, I'll be half an hour. Maybe a little bit over. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens, guys. All right, we'll just let it happen. So I'm gonna start by saying this ain't gonna be a downer of an episode. All right, the last one obviously was not too cheerful. It was one of those emotional ones. Here's how I feel. So I just want to say thank you to all the messages I've received. I say all, like fucking lot. More than 5, less than 10. Thank you very much if you're one of the people that have got in touch. Okay, it means a lot. And I'm glad if it brought attention to you, paying attention to yourself. All right, look after you, because at the end of the day, that's who you can count on. All right. Anyway. So I've got some news. I was trying to be funny there. I was going to think what's happening in the news. Dick Cheney died, but I'm not really into like American politics from when I was a kid. So he was George W. Bush's vice president. Anyway, so my news, basically, I don't know if you remember. Was it the last episode? I don't know. I was going to go down to London, and the weather cancelled my plans. Well, it cancelled the flight. Didn't cancel London. Yeah, so that was when I got to the airport and whoosh, fucking hat blew off my head and Storm Amy really fucked things up for me. So the reason I was going down there, guys, was because fucking Mr. Romance over here was going to go down to the Diamond District. That was maybe a London accent. You know what, mate? Alright, mate. Going down to the Diamond District. Oliver Twist. Anyway, I do apologise. I was going to go into the Diamond District and look for an engagement ring for Charlotte because I wanted to ask her to marry me. But I didn't. So I did not. Well, not too long ago, I woke up one morning and we were going to go for a walk that day. But once again, the rain came. So the walk was cancelled. So I looked over at her in bed and I said to her, "Would you like a bacon roll?" And she said yes. So I got up and I went through and I put the air fryer on, 15 minutes, put the bacon on the thing and put it in. Cool. And I came back through and Charlotte was in bed. She was wearing her dressing gown with the hood up. She looked cozy. She had the wee chihuahua curled up on her. She had her Kindle or her phone or something. She had some sort of electronic device. And I went over and I stood beside the bed and I said to her, "I was just wondering if you'd like to marry me." Maybe I said more than that. I don't quite remember. Everything sort of went. Basically, guys, I asked her to marry me and she said yes. So your boy's engaged. All right, that's what happened there. And, she said yes, so I went back through and I finished making breakfast and brought her coffee and a bacon roll. And I gave her the ring that I got on the internet. It's a little ring made to order, not the real deal ring. I don't know what to call it. The engagement ring, I suppose. But basically, it's got these little flowers on it and little tiny diamonds, and the flowers on it, one is the birth flower of February, which is the month I was born in, and the other flower is April, which is the month she was born in. I don't remember off the top of my head what actual flowers they are. Sorry. But she said yes, and she's wearing it, and all is good. So that was very nice. And then we went down to London together. So she she got to go and pick her own ring. So we've got the real deal ring and she's got the wee ring and we are engaged, guys. So yeah. Gonna get married. It's pretty cool. It was strange though. For the first few days, I'd just be going about just grinning, just I'm engaged to Charlotte. That's cool. So there we go. There we go. I got engaged, and I went down to London, and I saw Patsy Kinsit on the tube. So it's all been going pretty nice. London was fun. We went down for one night. So yeah, we got the earliest flight out of Inverness to London, to Gatwick. Got up at 4:30. Charlotte's mum was here by 5:15. Straight out to the airport. Oh, not feeling too awake. Charlotte's got this device plugged into her for her diabetes. It like links to her phone and links to the insulin thing. So science. If she eats a Mars bar, she types into her phone Mars bar, and then this little thing in her arm, or I don't know, wherever the fuck you want to stick it. I beg your pardon. Usually in the back of her arm. She puts the thing in her phone, and then the phone says to that thing in her arm, "You have a Mars bar." And then the wee thing goes like, and that is the insulin being pumped into her, which is what our pancreas, I don't know why I tap my belly as if it's like going to be sitting right there like some sort of fucking hernia, but our pancreas does that on its own. However, type 1 diabetics, possibly type 2, I've not read up on type 2. Cross that bridge when I, have the doctor telling me to stop eating. But yeah, so our body does it naturally, but her phone does it. Now, much like Wolverine in X-Men, it means she can't go through the scanners at the airport. And that wasn't her, that wasn't just her making it up or anything like that. That's like her doctor, who actually sent her a letter to show. So we got to the airport, and we got to the, you put your belt in, your boots, and who's been heavy boots been under? You go to the security, and she showed the guy, "Oh, sorry, I can't go through that. I have a diabetes thing." And the security man was, "No, they're fine." See, I'd rather trust her doctor, my friend. You don't look like a doctor. You look like the security guy. Now, if you want to look at this rash, you're welcome to do that. But so she didn't have to. Well, it was fun. I got to go through and just watch her being like, and fucking ISIS from Inverness Airport going to Gatwick at 6:20 in the morning. So she got through unhindered, and then we sat in a very, I don't know if you've ever been to Inverness Airport. It's trying, but it's not doing very well. I don't know. There's just something off about it. I don't know. It's got nae spark. I don't know. So I got a coffee and went to take a sip, and the fucking lid popped off. Very nearly fucked up my whole thing. Imagine if I just scolded right down my... That would have been how it went. But it was fine. And then some old lady came over and, "Excuse me, I think you were going through the same time as us." Yeah. I mean, we're all in this room. "Did you leave your laptop?" "Oh, no. We could have got a free laptop, Charlotte. Fuck." So no, we didn't take the laptop. And then it was fine. Yeah, so didn't spill the coffee on myself, but the lady... there was a lady by the window. Charlotte sat in the middle, and I got the aisle seat. And I spent most of the... what was it, like an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes? It's not long, you know what I mean? But I was reading my book, and the lady by the window... See, I don't know why I told her to read my book. Because I'm fucking intelligent. It's a book about like a western and like a different world. But I started talking to Charlotte. That's why the book part wasn't necessary, because the book's not relevant to the story whatsoever. There's no fucking book in this story, but I had a book in my hand, if you want to know what props I held. The lady beside Charlotte by the window, as I was talking to Charlotte, eyeball to eyeball, took her bottle of water out of her backpack, and it was like one of these ones where you're like... So I was taking the lid off my pen here, but you have to like pull the nozzle out like you're about to milk a plastic cow upside down, it's like a little udder. And when she did that, the pressure obviously built up. So I was talking to Charlotte, just saw this lady behind her, just had this jet of water squirt into her face. And she looked up quickly, embarrassed, and I looked away, what an interesting roof on this plane. Because, listen, lady, it's too early in the morning to be sharing idle giggles with strangers. So, yeah, that was fine. Yeah. Didn't pay for speedy boarding, because don't need it. And then before we landed, it was like, oh, by the way, if you want to donate money to Jamaican kids, and it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Donate some of your fucking profits. Anyway, so, miserable cunt that I am. Yeah, that was it. And then we got down to London, Gatwick. Didn't have to pick up any baggage, because we just take, I've got plenty of baggage. No, because we just take hand luggage, so it's fine. You go downstairs, you get you go upstairs. I'm not a travel agent. Basically, you get like a shuttle train over to another fucking station, and then you get a thing called the Gatwick Express, which I bought the tickets for on the shuttle over, because you get to save like £16. That's not much. Well, that's £16 in my pocket, all right? We got the Gatwick Express, however, we did not. We got on the wrong train, so the Express, which I learned 31 years old. I was reading a thing about how Cho Chang and Harry... What the fuck are you talking about? So in Harry Potter, okay, he has a girlfriend who I believe is of Chinese origin. She's called Cho Chang. So, what's your point? I don't know. My fucking point is, right, Harry's girlfriend's called Cho Chang, and she's from Scotland. Hogwarts is in Scotland. Hogwarts is up near Dufton, apparently. Fucking nice. And Harry gets a thing called the Hogwarts Express out of one of the train stations in London. I think it's one of the ones on the Monopoly board, and I believe it's King's Cross, but doesn't matter. So he goes through the wall, poof, and he gets on the train, and it's a choo-choo train, by the way, choo-choo, goes up to Scotland and goes to school, but it's the Hogwarts Express, okay? Now, his girlfriend's on this train, Cho Chang, from Scotland. Hogwarts is in Scotland. Okay, you said that. No, now. Okay, here's my point. I learnt this on Twitter or Threads or something like that. Express train means it goes from one stop to the other without stopping. I didn't know that. So the Gatwick Express goes from Gatwick Airport into Victoria Station without stopping. What? Yeah, I know. I just thought Express was like the name of a train. So the reason I was reading about it with Harry Potter was because it was like, do you reckon her parents hate having to drive her down to London every year to get the train home? And I was like, maybe it just stops in one of the many train stations in Scotland or between, England. Carlisle, I don't know. But apparently the Hogwarts Express would go from King's Cross to the Magic train station in Scotland. I don't know. So, there you go, guys. That's that. That's that. Okay, now, what else have I got? See, I got prepped here. Notes I took in London. Got into London, everything was good, and then Charlotte goes, oh! Yeah. Bit of a bummer. Got to Victoria Station, here we go, London, bomb, right in the middle of it. The hustle and bustle, there's double-decker buses, and they're red, there's taxi cabs, and they're black, and there's, Pant and Bear wandering around. And, Mary Poppins is floating past. Trying to think of other London stereotypes. I don't know. I see the Queen went past, but that's been freaky. Queen's dead. So, we get to the train station, and there's a guy lying on the ground. You see a lot of them in London, but this almost having some sort of mental health crisis, as he was swearing and having a bad time, and I don't know, and like tears and stuff. And there's the Metropolitan Police, and they don't wear those cool little helmets anymore. Anyway, Charlie's like, I couldn't do your job. That's really, really sad. What do you mean? No, man. Like, fucking, I've already forgotten about him, Sherlock. Come on, you gotta be. You have a heart. This isn't the fucking city to have a heart in. So that bummed her. But then we went for a walk. Found our. Now, because we were down for one night and we were going to go and buy an engagement. Well, I say we, because I was going to go and buy her an engagement ring. We had a budget hotel. And I basically got the most budget hotel I could find near Victoria Station, because I knew we were getting the Gatwick Express in, and I just Victoria Station, Tube Station, everything, like it's a good spot to be in. So I was like, right, what is the closest hotel to Victoria Station that's cheap as fuck? Well, I found one, guys. I found a 2-star hotel near Victoria Station that was cheap as fuck, and by God, guys, was it a 2-star hotel. It was fine. It was fine. You got to go and leave our bags. Check-in was on like 2 in the afternoon. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, it was fine. Just It's fine. Walked in, I was like, can I leave the bags? Like, yeah. Okay. Just through there. Looked down the hallway. Just there, huh? Yeah. That's just like a public space. Yeah. Alright, cool. So yeah. So Charlotte took the passports out of her bag and we left our bags there. So, fuck it, it's just I've only got spare underwear and jumpers, I don't know. Anyway, fine. Went for a walk around London. Got a full English breakfast. Gave my hash browns. No tight scones. No back pay. Oh, sorry. You boring yourself, Lewis? No, I'm just, I don't know. Been saying all day I'll do a podcast, and I put my dinner in the oven. Like, right, I better get it fucking done. So, rushing myself, I'm tired. Yeah. Kind of a scary hotel room, though. The plug socket. Once we eventually did check in, I was charging my phone, and Charlotte was like, "Oh, can you charge my phone in there?" So, okay, yeah, there's 2 plug sockets. I put hers in the left one. The plug didn't go all the way in, so that'll be fine. And then it started to go like, oh dear. Okay, so I turned it off, and we'll just use the one, okay? Yeah. So we're wandering around London for the day. It was nice. Found a Sainsbury's. I thought it was going to be like a tiny little supermarket. It was a supermarket. No, I thought it was going to be like a small one, like a wee sort of co-op size one. No, it was a fucking massive one that went underground and everything. Doesn't take much to impress me, really, does it? And once we were in there, there's a lady wanted a donation for mental health. So I dropped my pills in her box. No, I didn't. We walked on. Used an app to navigate the trains, and I was fucking horrendous at it. Poor Charlotte was following me around. We got the wrong train 4 times in a row. I started to get very frustrated before I actually worked out how the app fucking worked. And then we found the Diamond District, and the Diamond District is not fucking around. Like, I thought it'd be like maybe 5 or 6 jewelry shops. No, guys, fuck me, no. This is, as far as you can fucking see down the road, jewelry shops, and then you get to a certain point, there's a crossroads, and then both ways, again, jewelry shops. Oh, God. So I said to Charlotte, same way you take the fucking dog to the park and let it off and leave, like, run. It's very disrespectful. No. But I said to her, look, you just go and go for a dog. First of all, she's my fucking fiance. And no, I did not. I just said to her, you wander around and look, and I'll just fart about. So I was walking along, looking at all the fancy watches and stuff, and Charlotte was taking her time in the windows, and she couldn't see one. And then I looked down one of the streets and I saw this like something of Harry Potter, this like old antique shop with still the sign that was like painted and stuff like that, and windows a bit dusty and full of all kinds of colourful jewel type of thing. You go inside, there'd be like an old gypsy lady with a crystal ball. You can't say gypsy, but you know what I mean, like the bandana and the big hoop earrings. You can't say that. It had that vibe to it, I kind of like things. So I was like, Charlotte, why don't you look at this window here? I said, please don't wander away. A guy came out and asked me to come into the shop. I'm like, yeah, well, of course I'm going to do that. So go into this window. I'm like, we're going to find one in here. We're going to find one that's like cursed or something. And we didn't. They were quite shit. However, the window next door, it's quite funny because like we're looking in the window and she obviously knew in her heart and her mind what she wanted, and I couldn't see any that I thought would suit her. So I was like, can you look in this window as well? So we just stepped into the next shop, and I was like, see, I'm picturing you wearing one just like that one at the front. And she was like, yeah, that's the one I was looking at. Oh, okay. And then the door opens. Hello. They got a very pleasant lady who I've since Googled. Since I've Googled her because she gave me a business card, and she's got like 150,000 followers on Instagram for like, I don't know, she's like online famous, and she works in a jewelry shop in London. And I went in, Charlotte tried the ring on, and it fit her fucking, I was going to say fit her like a glove, not fit her like a ring, it would fit perfectly and stuff, and that's fine. The lady asked if she liked the diamond, and Charlotte wanted, is it lab grown? Basically she doesn't want something that some poor wee 5-year-old's bled trying to get out of the ground, which it's not really a real diamond then, is it? Jesus, Lewis. No, but, okay, well, all right. Like the Dutch and the Belgians got up to some nasty shit. All right, it wasn't just the British Empire. And yeah, we found it. So, lady mentioned her price. Fucking Sly Lou here. Yeah, I'm not going to call myself that. I was like, oh, I was actually hoping to only spend this much. And I lied, and I went under how much I planned to spend. She went, oh, hang on. She went through to the back and pretended to talk to somebody. Came back through. I was, oh, we can do it for this much. She was still underneath my budget. And, right, we'll take it. Bam! So it's been sent away to go and get a different diamond cut onto it, or a different metal or material. But go, I don't know. There's a whole fucking thing to it, but it's getting FedExed up, which is nice. So I'm sure I got to wear it for a little bit, and then it's going to go away to get made proper. So basically, what I've got to do now, guys, is cancel the order and then go out to Argos and find one that looks identical. So, whoa! No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I paid for it, and then the lady was like, "Can you come back in 3 weeks?" No. I don't live in London. I live in Scotland. Can you fit it in? Can you courier it? Yeah, cool. And she's like, well, I'm sure we can. We send them to Australia. I'm like, yeah, we're a bit closer than that. So she's going to waive the courier fee. Yeah, fucking dancer. So, having just spent more money in a single transaction than I've ever spent in my fucking life, but it's okay. It was, it's nice. That was kind of like our sole purpose for going down. So we're like, shit, now what do we do? It's like 12 noon. Fuck. Naturally, went for a coffee. And then there was like... we weren't all over each other. It wasn't like, dry humping at a bus stop. Obviously we're got my arm around her and stuff like that. It's like, shut up, look. Okay, it's my fiance. Like, I'm happy and she's happy. We just bought an engagement ring and stuff. So we're in love, guys. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. So we're walking along, got my arm around her and feeling happy, going to the Costa. This is, again, still in that part of London, the Diamond District. And I just see like 3 other couples in the cafe in the Costa, snuggled in all over each other. Do you know what I mean? So it's obviously that Costa must see a lot of people just, walking on cloud nine there. Yeah, so it was nice. Got my coffee. Charlotte was over the moon. Messaging her friends and stuff like that, whatever girls do. Yay. But I tell my mum, she's working. She's a canteen lady. It's lunchtime. This is like peak canteen lady time. She's not going to be busy. Well, she's going to be busy. She's not going to be available. So then we went to the Twinings store. You ever been there, guys? It's where they sell tea. And they don't fuck around there either. They sell a lot of tea. And then after that, I wandered around some more. Found that we were on Fleet Street. And I was like, holy shit, this is where Sweeney Todd came from. Sweeney Todd's not real. Yeah, but, it's where he's meant to be from. So I went and got a shave on Fleet Street. Didn't get shaved clean, though. I just got buzzed. And, I shouldn't actually run the razor against my throat. But what was weird about this place, and other than the fact I got to sit in a barber's chair for the first time in, 7 years. Many a sun has set since I last sat in a barber's chair, I'll tell you. It's not down, but a thing over my breast. I don't know, the fucking cape thing. How do you want it done? I was like, okay, taper the beard and leave some length here. And she, yeah, sure. She's working away. And I've taken my glasses off because sideburns go up to where the glasses go. And there's a mirror in front of me if you've never been to a fucking barber. And I can see Charlotte sitting behind me watching all excited, like, oh, let's get a shave in the barber in Fleet Street. This is the type of shit he's into. Like, yeah, cool. And then behind her, something moves. What the fuck is that? It's a parrot. So behind... yeah, I know. Behind Charlotte in this barber's thing, there's this massive cage. And there's an African grey parrot just farting about. It's definitely a parrot. The place smelled kind of funny. That's probably why. And then, Jesus, what am I at? Like almost 25 minutes. Guys, I've got a lot more to go through here. I don't know how much you want to hear. Right, speedrun. I went to Harrods, found some coffee beans for somebody at work who gave me some honey from her. So basically, it's like a barter system. She gave me honey that her brother's bees got, and I got her coffee beans from Harrods. And, it's an old-fashioned way of doing business. In Harrods, I bought some aftershave as a gift to myself, so I smell good. Probably gonna wear that when I get married, so that'll be all part of it. Yeah. And then the mention saw Patsy Kins in the tube. Indeed, it did. She was sitting behind Charlotte, and I was like, I recognise her. Don't stare, don't stare, don't stare. Look away, look back. I definitely know her. Lethal Weapon 2. Bam. Yeah, I know her. She's also married to the guy from Oasis. Then, what did we do? The guy in Harrods that had sold me the aftershave, he was asking what we were up to and stuff like that, and we're going to go and look for like a last minute West End show ticket, because we didn't plan ahead. We just knew we were going to go and see a show of some sort. And he's like, download this app, Today Tix. And fucking, I'm not even paid to say that, but there you go, guys, download the app. And then it, they want to fill the theatres basically. So anything with spare seats, it goes a wee bit cheaper. And he said, have you thought of any shows? And I was like, apparently the Stranger Things show is meant to be amazing, special effects wise, but it's not a musical, it's just a play. And he said he wasn't really into science fiction, he's a Lord of the Rings guy. And I'm not a Lord of the Rings guy, alright, but I respect them, they're to be great films, but I told him, because I'm assuming he lives in London, the Prince Charles Cinema, I'm not fucking paid to promote this, they show all 3 films, one after the other, extended editions. And he was, oh, whoa, I'm going to go and do that at some point. So hopefully, never learnt his name. Hopefully he does go and do that. Alright, enjoy yourself, because we didn't go and see Stranger Things, and then there was a play I would have liked to have seen, but it wasn't on a Monday. Dang nabbit. So, I think I spoke about that last time. I'm starting to crack here, guys, I don't know. Basically, we went to go and see The Devil Wears Prada, which is based on the film, which is based on the book, which is based on the lady that runs Vogue. It was pretty good. I've seen the film. It's a good film. So, yeah, I don't understand fashion. So, if you've ever seen me dress, that probably makes sense. But no, it's not about. Just watch the film. That was good. It had the lady Vanessa Williams from. I've only seen her in Desperate Housewives. I think she was an ugly Betty, but I never watched that again. I think that was about like fashion people that they choose. Like say you wear a cardigan, okay? Guess what? I just turned around and saw hanging on my. So say you're wearing a cardigan. In theory, you're not wearing that because you listener decided to wear a cardigan. You're wearing that because some folks in like New York or Paris in the industry, the fashion industry, decided about a year ago that cardigans needed to make a comeback. So they put these very expensive, very fancy ones on these sort of skinny models or thing, and they do the catwalk stuff. And then this is a very ignorant way of describing it. It sort of filters its way down. So it goes from the catwalk to, say, Gucci or Prada or Calvin Klein, labels. And then the lesser labels, the fucking what? Okay, it's alright, that's what I wear too. They'll start to then sell cardigans. And then before you know it, Primark are selling 2 cardigans for £1. It works its way down. And that is how fashion works. But by that point, it's already out. By the time Primark have got it, Paris and Milan and London and New York, they've already decided the next stuff. And it never stops. But I mean, what the fuck? I'm not into fashion. I don't know. But then the next days we were wandering around, I was looking at the stuff on the shelves, like. So somebody decided to sell that style of. Anyway. It was a lovely time. And it was a good show. I realised I need new glasses because I couldn't see fucking shit. Obviously I could see what was going on, like movement-wise and colours. But once I got back to the hotel, I was Googling the cast, and I was like, oh, that's what she looks like. I could actually see the girl's face. Because, the talent of these folk, and I don't mean like, check out the talent. Just imagine being able to sing like that. Just, I don't know. Very impressive. And then we were just fucking exhausted. No, my wee alarm's going to go off because my dinner's going to be ready. Let's go get some food poisoning. I'll give it a few more minutes. So, what was I saying there? Yeah, go back to the hotel. Fucking just crashed out. Was that everything we did? Yeah, the the budget hotel room. This isn't a joke. The bathroom, I think, at one point was just a wardrobe, and they'd put this like plastic lining in it. It's sort of what I imagine like a camper van RV wet room is like, because this was just a wet room. There's a toilet, but the shower was like onto the floor, and then there's like a barrier to stop it going out. Anyway, there's a wee curtain to separate you from the toilet, just in case Charlotte wants to take a shit as I'm showering. No, but there's a wee curtain. I fucking hate shower curtains because you'd be standing there just like it's a wee shower. Good God, is it wee? Like I'm not a giant guy. Like, fucking bring my chin down to my chest. And speaking of tall, by the way, during that show, The Devil Wears Prada, at one point the dancers, the backups, some of the cast like walk down past the audience, and I was sitting right by the aisle. So these women walk by and they're fucking tall. Anyway, lots of legs in that show, as Charlotte put it. The shower, so I'm like all sort of punched up, like, yeah, this is nice. Just, rubbing the weird soap shampoo mixture they have above the sink, just praying that the guy that was in the room before me did not do anything in it. And suddenly I'm caressed gently from behind by the shower curtain, and I fucking hate it. You know when it sticks to you like cling film, like fuck off. So yeah, so there's a shower curtain, and I did not enjoy that. I think I'll leave it there, guys. Okay, was that enough? I didn't even talk about Chinatown. We had dinner in Chinatown. Oh, there's so much. Yeah, London's got a lot going on. And every time I go down, I go to Chinatown because I do love a Chinese, which is what I'm having for my dinner tonight. Just obviously not Chinese in Chinatown. I'm having one from Tesco's ready-made meal section in a little plastic container. Yeah. The waitress in the restaurant gave us the bill. And I was like, can I pay by card, please? Yeah, sure. So she brings out the card machine. Would you like to leave a tip? And she holds the machine. I was like, was there a service charge added to the bill? Yes. I'll leave it then. Thank you. She just puts the machine down and walks off. And whoa. Okay, attitude. But I think a service charge is a tip. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. I don't know, you can let me know, but they're charging service charges. That's the tip. Okay. Okay. Right. Was that everything? I think so. What other food did they eat? They had a smash burger at a place called Junk. Very clinical. It's like the room in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory where the kid Mike TV. Do you remember when he gets shrunk? There's like a giant chocolate bar and it's made tiny. I'm not saying I went in there and it was like a giant burger that they made small. It was like a clinical metal, clean, industrial, I don't know. So fucking good burger though. Nice. Yeah, and then I had a what's it called? Matcha tea. Did not like that. Did not like that at all. I took one sip and I was like, this is not worth £6. Nasty. Which is, according to my sister, my own fault, because the guy was like, what do you want in it? And I was like, I've never had one before. You've never had matcha tea? Like, I'm not from around here. No, I've never had matcha tea. He's like, what type of milk do you want? I was like, oh, just cow's milk's fine. Just regular milk. And go, okay, do you want anything else in it? Like, just the tea, please. No, do you want garlic or honey or what the fuck is this? No, and he pours it over ice. Like, what the hell kind of tea is this? I thought it was going to be hot. It wasn't. And it was like, it's like if spinach and tea fucked. I don't know. Anyway, it was nasty. I didn't like it. So that was it, guys. That was it. Then we went home. The end. All right. Got a coffee. Got the Gatwick Express. Missed a phone call from work while I was in the airport. Yeah. All right. Well, guys, so since the last episode, I've got engaged and I'm going to get married at some point. So thank you very much if you've been listening for a long time. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. We've grown together, and I don't know. Just I'm sharing parts of my life with you. I know not a lot happens in my life, but yeah, oh, Lewis, don't be like that. No, I don't mean like that. Like, oh, woe is me. Just, you know what I mean? This is a big thing. You know, looking for a house and stuff. I'll keep you guys up to date. You get to come on my journey with me. What journey? I don't know where I'm going, but anyway. Right, guys. Let's go have this disappointing Chinese. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. Thank you for letting me share this little part of my life with you. I've told a load of folk already, right? So I'm not, you're not the first to find out. I'm sorry, but I watched up a bunch of folk. So thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. All right. Thank you, Blackmill, for the theme tune. Thank you, Coda, for giving us the logo. Thank you for your artwork. Thank you guys for your talents. Okay. I mean it. Thank you, dear listener. Thank you for listening. You're why I do this. It's all for you, Damien. And then she jumps off the roof and hangs herself. Oh! The Omen. Halloween past. Alright, come on, Lewis, wrap this up. Yeah, Chinese time. So thank you very much. If you want to get in touch, guys, go through the website. I'll put the link below. I haven't updated it in fucking ages, but I got charged for it on my credit card, so I better start using it. And until next time, you be good to yourself. You be good to each other. You look after yourself. Don't take any shit. But just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.